Hey everybody, welcome to What the Flick. Ben Mankiewicz, Alonso Duralde, Downton Abbey. We got a lot of ground to cover. The penultimate episode and the Christmas special, but it's not Christmas. It's just Christmas in.
It was Christmas, but it aired in the UK.
Right, exactly. It was Christmas in England. Here, it was just February.
Yeah, the President's Day conclusion.
But it wraps up season 4.
Right.
And I think that the episode before the Christmas special was full of interesting nuggets.
That was great.
And then the Christmas special felt like, man.
This is the first, I've always been a fan of this show, and people are like, oh, it's gotten boring, it's gotten too soapy, whatever. This is the first episode I thought, you're right, this has gotten too boring and too soapy. I thought the Christmas special is really bad.
Yeah, I mean, they always have a couple of elements where the music gets very jaunty, and it's just, oh, let's see if somebody sees this happen or not, and it doesn't make any difference. But there was a lot of that. I mean, there was a long running, we keep coming back to the, where's Carson going to have the party?
Right. And the sneaking the letter and the Thomas bullshit was so thick on this episode. Like suddenly he super resents Thomas, which he sort of kept underground up to this point. But now that's his new target, and so they turn this minor innocent thing into like, oh, he's coming downstairs and blah 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 blah. It's
and in the sinister way he was in the hall there. So yeah,
standing in the hall in the dark.
And then even he had that moment of we had to get the tight shot of his fist grappling.
Of the non-injured hand, I guess, right, from the war or whatever.
Oh yeah, I took it as just
Oh well, no, I know totally, but I'm just saying that
Yeah, it was all. I mean, the hand that he didn't deliberately get shot off so he wouldn't be able to fight anymore,
exactly,
right?
Yes.
I forgot what a douche that was.
And
they all know he's a douche. So
and they fall for it over and over again.
But of course, the main person who does that is
Lord Grantham,
who will fall for anything over and over again. So that the final episode, it lacked and the drama was fake, because even at the moment when Mary comes to Mrs. Newman. What the hell's her name? The downstairs, the head of Mrs. Hughes.
Mrs. Hughes, please. How 4 seasons, man.
Mary comes downstairs to Mrs. Newman and says, Joanne, and says, I don't know if I can do this. There's never a right time to take a man's life. But we'd had that conversation already.
Right.
And she'd come around to, and of course there's a time when it's okay if you're being, so we know there is a time. Maybe she doesn't think this was the time, but. So she was really prepared to destroy the life of
Bates and Anna.
Of Bates and her own maid, who she loves,
and
Anna,
her relationship with Tony Gillingham.
With Tony, right? All on the speculation of a train ticket, and then and she didn't obviously believe it strongly, because then Bates had to even unwittingly prove his loyalty to the family, and she's like, oh, well, and then it's, he loves the family, and then she's like, oh, the family loves him. I guess there is an okay time to kill somebody. It's so dumb. It doesn't.
And just all the machinations with the letter and with the Deb ball, and
I had to rewind a lot of stuff about who was with whom and what the letter meant. I was always, and I knew I was being confused about stuff that I like. It's going to work itself out. Don't
just
stop.
Keep rolling. You'll be fine.
Troubling yourself. But
I was very excited to see Paul Giamatti. He didn't get a whole lot to do in this as Cora's brother.
That was the best part. I mean, he was good, and he was.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, the whole. You could totally tell the arc of, Aristo's daughter gets pushed at him because the family needs money. He's going to call her on it, but then she's going to discover that he's a good guy, and then they're going to actually fall in love legitimately, despite the fact that she's still poor and he's still rich. And I don't know.
Poor-ish.
Poor, yeah, poor with a castle. It was not as engaging. But the show has abandoned whatever sort of pretense it had in the first season of being sort of historical drama.
Right.
It is now a really good soap opera, but it is a really good soap opera when it's working. But then this Christmas special felt lazy, and like Julian Fellows was busy, writing Romeo and Juliet, or apparently he did a rewrite on Pompeii.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Because Bates felt busy too. Like he wasn't in very many scenes with anyone else. Some of that, I guess, maybe was so they could have the conversations about him, but I don't think so. Usually he'd be, and then it was like
walk in on them.
Right. It looked, oh God, there's still a lot of that, still a lot of overhearing conversations.
Yeah.
And Mosley, who's figured out this whole Thomas and the new maids And
relationship.
so we're set up for all these sort of loves that'll probably never happen, like the maid and Mosley, who would be.
I think that might go somewhere. I think maybe.
And we got Mrs. Newman and
Mrs. Hughes
and Mr. Carter,
Mr. Carson.
Mr. Carson. we got
together.
right. We got Carson and Hughes holding hands finally. But that I don't know.
But I think even that's delivered in a look, we're way past any of this, so we might as well just
might as well just not worry. We can hold hands. We're friends. We're friends till we're 85.
Exactly. We are companion, co-employees, whatever.
Right.
But the last episode, which we didn't get, which you were not in town last week, we could talk about it, was terrific. I mean, I really loved. I loved how they finally gave Daisy this moment of maturity and womanly sort of sacrifice and sensibility, and really kind of capping off the whole Alfred thing with some dignity and allowing her to kind of be classy about it. And then in the special, I did like the fact that she finally gets a suitor, and the bonus, she gets to pack Ivy off to America, which I'm sure she's thrilled about.
Ditch Ivy, and she continues that maturity. I agree. The best part of the finale, that she showed this great maturity by following the father's
her father-in-law, her late husband's father.
What was his name? Was his name also Alfred? They're all
no.
Albert.
God, I forget. He died in the war.
But this wonderful sweet guy, and so she does that. So she prepares the food for him and presents it to him and says, "Hey, I was in love with you once. It's not again, but God, you're wonderful, and you'll make somebody very happy.
Good luck."
And then she continues it by not sort of saying, "I'm going to go off to America on this new adventure," which would have been a totally okay decision.
And
also,
that's a spin-off I'd watch.
That's right.
Daisy cooking for Paul Giamatti.
Yeah. And then she's like, "But wow, what he made my day. He's into me. He's into me. I'm all butterfly. How great! This will last me till next spring," which is a way of saying to the audience too, it's going to have to
next season.
You're going to have to wait till next spring too. So that stuff was good. The Daisy development was really nice. Otherwise, it just and I guess I liked a little. Branson has all these interesting relationships, also. Both with the school teacher, who I don't like. She's she's too snotty. She's reverse snotty.
A little, but I mean, I could see where if you are a socialist in the 1920s, that the manor house is your sort of bone of really still this,
Yeah, but I love how he's unapologetic about it.
Yeah.
So I like that. And then he has an interesting relationship with Maggie Smith.
Right, definitely.
That's developing. He has an interesting relationship with Isabel. And with Edith all of a sudden, and with Mary,
right?
And then there's that moment where Lord Grantham says, "I wish Tom were here," and Cora's like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "Well, I meant the dog," but no, I think he meant, I think he means Thomas. Totally. Like everybody likes Thomas.
Yes, no, he's great.
Yeah.
I did like in the Christmas special the ongoing weirdness of, or not weirdness, but just the culture clash between the American valet and the British servants, and him not getting it. And I think that's kind of it might have been a little overdone, but it was mostly funny. And what I find interesting about it is that for American audiences, it's a way for us to kind of, it would be how we would be in that situation too, where we don't understand this weird, kind of social strata.
And
Paul Giamatti saying his own name to the prince, and that whole weird moment, But I'm wondering, like contemporary Brits, I know they like to laugh at Americans' lack of politesse, but do contemporary Brits understand the whole system of how things work there, even if they don't practice it anymore, or are they like the American and not understanding how Carson's world is?
Television show.
That's true, yeah.
I just thought that while that was engaging, there was like 6 scenes of it, and they all seemed to end with him going, "Ooh, what?"
Yeah, I know. It's like Matt Damon's bad French in Monuments Men. It was funny the first 2 or 3 times,
right.
And yeah.
I can't believe you just made a Monuments Men reference. Get those in quick. We got to go, but the last thing. So, what was interesting is, did Bates go to London and kill Tony Gillingham's man?
Right.
Who had you think yes?
I think so, but they left it vague enough where that could be a whole thing next season, I suppose.
I think somehow he didn't do it because he's not acting like a guy who did it. I feel like he went there, and like it's going to be that he was like, "No, I saw him, and I called to him, or he saw me, and I was going to walk to him and talk to him, and I don't know what I would have done. I was going to ask him if he'd done it, and I was going to threaten his life, and he ran away from me into the street and got hit by a car, and I was like, All right. Yeah, that's settled. I'm going to go have lunch.
Oh, one last thing though. I think it was very classy of Tony Gillingham to let
Totally.
Mary know that
Hayes? Is that his
no. Okay, you're the worst with the names today. It was Newman. That dude had Charles. Thank you. Also, was to the
When in doubt about a show on PBS,
yes,
it's Charles. Yeah.
That he too was born to the Velvet, so that's going to keep that.
Look, he's a straight shooter. You can't not like Tony.
No.
He broke up with the other girl. He wasn't in love with her. He fired the valet when Merely
told him to,
even though he wanted to know. He's like, look, if you say it, it's got to be for a good reason.
Right.
And then he made it a fair fight.
Yeah. He's a class act.
But we still don't know what happened to Gregson, except that he was involved with some brown shirts, except that Ernst Rome's boys got to him. But did they kill him, or is he in a hospital? Is he in prison?
Who knows? And my joke about this is that this is going to be the one thing that keeps Lord Grantham from being a Nazi sympathizer. But who knows?
All right.
All will be revealed in season 5, I guess.
There'll be a season 5. I was told today that there'll also be a season 6. That they're.
Okay,
I don't know.
Richard E. Grant, who's currently on Girls, will be in season 5, and Anna Chancellor, who I will always think of as Duckface from Four Weddings and a Funeral, joining the cast. So we'll see.
All right. Good stuff. Thanks.